Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you guys are doing fantastic out there. In this video today, we have an offering from Conbola. This is their portable fan and light. So this is model X23. This is USB-C rechargeable. It has a rechargeable battery. It's got a brushless motor on the fan, 270 degree adjustable head, multiple circuit protections. It does charge at 5 volts at 2 amps of current, and it's safe and noiseless. It says it's a 2-in-1 fan slash light. Now here on the side of the package, you can see there's some tips, so feel free to pause your screen if you want to read that a little bit longer. And then of course on the back of the package, you can see there's a little bit more information. There is some caution information, and then they do offer it in black, green, gray, or orange. So 4 different colors. Now on this other side of the package, you can see the dimensions. So it's 90 millimeters thick, 215 millimeters wide, and 260 millimeters tall. Now the last thing I want to show you are these technical parameters. These are the specifications of this unit, so feel free to pause if you want to read that. So we're just going to open this up and pull this unit out of the box. You do notice there's nothing left in the package. The first thing that we see here is a USB charging cable. So we have USB-A to USB-C. So nice little charging cable. You do get this little manual that gives you a lot of information about the unit. So very cool. And I'm looking at a little solar panel here that is also included with this unit. So this is cool because we can take this unit camping with us and charge it. So this is a nice looking solar panel. Just based on the size of it, it looks like it's between 5 and maybe 10 watts of performance. I couldn't find any information on this solar panel, so I'm just taking a guess. Right here you can see that there's a USB-C port, so it's really cool. We can use this solar panel to charge this fan. It looks to be a monocrystalline solar panel, and it looks to be almost an ETFE coating. It's very thick. It feels like a nice panel that could probably withstand some minor rain and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open this fan, get it out of the plastic, and go over some of the features of this fan. This is a nice looking unit. You can see back behind the fan there's an LED circle around there, so very cool. You do have a few buttons here, so you have the light button and you have the fan button, and in the middle you've got a power level indicator that tells you the status of the battery. So 25, 50, 75, and 100%. On the side you can see this is the look of the unit from the side, and then of course on the back, model X23. Nice looking unit. You have your USB-C charging port and then a USB-A port. And then on the bottom, there's this little hook that allows you to hang this. So this is cool. You can hang this inside of your shelter or something like that. So I thought that that was pretty cool. This also ratchets into different directions, so you could put it pretty much any orientation that you want. It's very, very nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug this thing in from the back real quick. I've got this little USB here. We'll just put that in. And if you look at the front, you can see that we're flashing on that third light. So our battery capacity is between 50 and 75%. So if we wanted to let this charge, we would just let that thing go until all 4 lights are solid, and there won't be any more lights flashing like we can see there. So that's pretty cool. The next thing I'm going to do is just unplug, and now let's talk about operating this light. So the first thing we're going to do is push this button, and you can see the light comes on to low. There's medium, and there's high. You can also see the power level indicator is illuminated. Push it again, the light turns off. Now the fan, we push the button, you can see the fan is on low. You got the indicator, you had 1 bar telling us that it was on low, and then now 3 for the battery. Now you see 2, meaning we're on medium, 3, we're on high. And then 4, we're on turbo. So this fan has 4 different speeds. It's got low, medium, high, and turbo. That is fantastic. And right here at the camera, my head is probably 18 inches away, and I can feel the air very nice. Single press turns it back off. Of course, you can tilt the fan into all kinds of different directions. It does snap into place. Pretty cool. It's real tight because it's new. I just turned the fan on there with my thumb as I was holding this. But look at that. You can turn the light on. You can go to whatever brightness level you want. You can put the air in just about any direction or orientation that you want. I think this is a nice unit. It's well thought out. It's built pretty solid. I like the way it feels. Feels like a nice little unit. Okay, now at this time I want to go ahead and test the USB-A port on the back. So I'm going to take the included cable that came with the unit, and I got this USB-C charging cable plugged in. I'm going to take my phone and just plug it in, and there you can see charging has begun. So we can use this as a portable power bank. I'm also turning the fan on, and my phone is still charging. You can see it says charging still. So it's cool. You can use the light in combination with the fan, and you can also charge your phone, all of this stuff simultaneously. You can go to different speeds on the fan, different lighting levels. So I have the fan on the fastest setting, the light on the brightest setting, and I'm still charging my phone. I think that is fantastic that it does all of this. I do have one more question, and that is, will it charge or will it pass through? And the answer for that is yes. You plug this in to the back, and now you can see that we are charging, as well as charging the phone, as well as the light and the fan. So all the functionality is working perfectly well. This is a nice unit. My apologies for the wind noise. I'm outside right now, and one thing that I want to note about this solar panel that I really like is when it sees the sun, you have this nice little green indicator. So we're going to go ahead and test the solar panel briefly by plugging in this USB-C that came with the unit. We'll just aim this towards the sun. I might have to adjust it here in a second, but we'll plug in this unit and see if we can get it charged via the sun. So as you can see on the unit, it's showing us that it's charging, and the panel is just a little bit shaded, so it's working very well. Even though it's windy, it's working very well to charge this unit, which I'm very impressed with. That is really cool. Another cool thing about this solar panel that comes included is it's not just for charging the fan. You can use this solar panel for charging other devices. I actually tested it, and it charged my GoPro as well as my phone. So this is a nice quality solar panel, and I'm just really happy that it came included with this fan. You can see these little holes that we could use it to tie it off with some paracord or something, hang it in a tree, and the thickness of it is very nice. This is a nice little solar panel. Can't say enough good things about that. Well, folks, that's about all I have for you today on this video, taking a look at the Conbola fan light combo that also serves as a battery bank. I like that it comes with this solar panel. I think this is a fantastic unit, If you guys are interested in this unit, I'll put a link down below in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please feel free to thumbs up this video, leave comments down below, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now, everybody.